This is just a list of specialized search engines for the dark web, or the Tor network as it's called. The dark web consists of what is called .onion addresses. So just like the normal standard internet for most people is going to be .com or .org or .whatever, the dark web consists of addresses with the suffix .onion. Welcome. Peace and blessings to all my Niji brothers and sisters. If you're new here, thank you for joining me. And if you're a returning subscriber, then welcome back. I'll just start off with the disclaimer that this video is for informational purposes only. I do not condone the use of this information for illegal purposes, nor do I promote the use of the dark web for illegal purposes. Let's be clear on that. And there are some things to note. It is not illegal to access the dark web. Again, it is not illegal to access the dark web. It is not illegal to download information that is legal to have or to attain from the dark web. And let's just be clear, I want to inform everyone that your information is not 100% private. Again, your information is not 100% private. Your ISP, your internet service provider, can see certain data about the locations your computer connects to, and they can see data and metrics about those connections and the locations of the servers that you connect to. Now, with that being said, I'm going to get straight into how to access the dark web. I have my Google browser up here. This is just a regular, I believe this is Google Chrome. So I'm using Google Chrome here. And to start, I'm just going to search Tor. That's T-O-R. Tor. T-O-R. And there's the link. You can see the logos and stuff for it. It is most commonly identified by this onion here, which represents the way that the Tor network operates. It connects to the location where you are trying to go via different layers or different multiple connections through servers. So it's going to connect through at least 3 different servers before reaching its destination, and you will experience a bit of a lag or a delay as you're browsing the dark web, and that is just inherently a part of browsing in this secure manner. So we're going to go ahead, go to Tor website. You can see here, download Tor browser. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. It'll bring you down here, and you have all the different download links here. You can download it for Windows if you're on a Windows PC, Mac if you're on a iMac, you got your Android if you're doing this on a phone, which I do not recommend, and you have Linux, which if you're a bit more on the technical side you may be using, but most people who are watching this video and hoping to learn this information typically won't be using Linux. Okay, so you just go ahead and download it there. I'll download a copy of it just so you can see how it works. There it is. There's the Tor browser. You're going to click it and install that once that download completes. I already have it installed, so I'm just going to move on, and I'm going to bring up the Tor list or the Tor browser. But first, I have a repository list here that myself and Dr. Strange has helped to put together. This is just a list of specialized search engines for the dark web, or the Tor network as it's called. The dark web consists of what is called .onion addresses. So just like the normal standard internet for most people is going to be .com or .org or .whatever, the dark web consists of addresses with the suffix .onion. So remember that. That's typically when you look at an address, as you can see here, these all end in .onion, save for this the hidden wiki, which ends in wiki, but you still see that .onion suffix there. Okay, so moving on, I'm going to actually take this hidden wiki. There we go. Let's copy that. And this repository list I will put in the description for this video. I got a little note here at the top that says, remember to never open a Tor/dark web download while connected to the internet. Again, never open a download that you got from the dark web while connected to the internet. It could be a virus, it could be all sorts of different types of software that could damage your computer and potentially steal your data. So, and you don't want your data floating around on the dark web. Many of us already have our data floating around on the dark web and we don't even know it. So just be sure not to open any downloads while connecting to the internet. I will provide an alternative method for downloading files from the dark web towards the end of this video. Maybe I'll make a second one. If you do choose to save anything you download, be sure to save it to a separate flash drive or external hard drive with encryption. Veracrypt is a free encryption software that you can download in order to securely privatize your data. Now, this is not relevant quite yet, but I'll just show you that there, veracrypt.fr, and this is where you would download that encryption if you are tech savvy enough to understand what's going on. Maybe you could watch a tutorial that I'll be putting up maybe later, maybe next month I'll put it up. But for now, let's move on to how to connect to the dark web. So once you have Tor downloaded, I have copied the hidden wiki from my repository list. This is the address for the dark web. Now remember, the dark web is not just a place where it's regulated and you can just go and find things easily. You have to have an address. It's like a GPS. A GPS is useless to you if you have no address and you don't know where you're going. So you need that address, or at least the address to a search engine that is specialized for the Onion network, that can search for things or provide you a list of links that will take you to where you are trying to go. So for now, we just have the hidden wiki. I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. There we go. I got my Tor up here. This is what it looks like once you download it. DuckDuckGo is the standard search engine for Tor. But again, DuckDuckGo won't help you to find dark web websites or sites. You're going to need a specialized search engine that's built for saving repositories, saving those locations for you to access when you're ready. So we're going to go ahead and connect. That's how you connect. And I want to note this shield up here in the top right. If you check that shield, go to settings, you're in the security, privacy and security here on the left. You want to look at this, right? So you should never be using standard, never. If you see half of this shield full, then you're on safer, which is kind of mid-range, but you want typically to be using this safest. And what this will do is disable JavaScript. It says it here, JavaScript is disabled by default on all sites. Now what that does is it slightly affects the functionality of the site if it does use JavaScript to generate images or borders or different types of menus. You will not be able to load those menus or those borders or those images, but these sites are typically designed to work without JavaScript. Most of them. There are quite a few sites that do still use JavaScript, but you want to be careful using JavaScript because it could be an attack on your computer potentially. So always remember, the dark web is not regulated. You could run into trouble if you're not careful, but as long as you follow some basic rules, you should be good. And the first one is going to be always browse on safest. Now I do browse on safer at times when I know that I'm going places where I need JavaScript on in order to interact properly with the site that I'm going to, but that is only for trusted sites that I'm familiar with and I know what I'm doing essentially. But for the most part, you want to make sure that safest is clicked, and you'll see that you're in the safest position security wise by this full shield here. It'll be fully filled in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and open another window. I'm gonna drop that link in there for the hidden wiki, and we're gonna wait for that to load. And like I said, these things typically take some time because we are connecting through multiple servers in order to maintain our anonymity. So this is the hidden wiki page. It's a great example for a repository that is trusted. You typically could trust that you're not going to run into too many negative links or dead links, but again, you're always at risk of running into some bad stuff on the dark web. So just be careful what you click on. If something doesn't sound like it's something that you're looking for or would be interested in, just don't click it. Just leave it alone. So here, as you can see, let's see what we got here. Got a couple blogs. I think dig deeper is some web security stuff, and you see you got a bunch of descriptions here, information for everybody. Let's do the Yash, and all of these links won't work. Sometimes they just don't work. They've changed or they've been shut down. You just gotta be careful. Let's do Psychonaut wiki. What else we got here? We also have some forums, e-boards, whistleblowing situations here. Guess we could go Guardian. I don't know what I've never been there before, but we got the Yash NL here. Let's see. Okay, this is like some stuff you need to sign up for. I'm not going to use that, so let's just close that. Psychonauts.wiki. This looks pretty good. It looks like mostly informational on different types of drugs and their effects, psychedelics, responsible drug use, miscellaneous effects. So this page, it says, is a community-driven online encyclopedia that aims to document the emerging field of psychonautics in a comprehensive, scientifically grounded manner. Our primary motivations include, and then they go on to list, you know, what they're doing here and what they hope to achieve with all this information. So this seems like a good repository for someone who is interested in learning about, you know, experiences with these compounds and, you know, their effects on the body and different scientific information about them. Cannabinoids, dissociatives, stimulants. So this is all a lot of information that, you know, is most likely put up by someone who has experience retrieving these data data sets from, I don't know, secure places or whatever, but they have them here and you can access this and look at all that information. So for me, that's what access to the dark web is all about. I tend to, when I'm browsing through Tor on my computer, which I really don't recommend, I will give you my recommended method in just a minute, but when I'm browsing on my PC, I just try not to click on things that seem fishy. So if I go back, give me 1 second, let me grab another link. There's somewhere, let's see. Tor links, perfect. So I have a site called Tor Links here. We'll just open up a new tab and Tor Links. We will open up there. Okay, so we got a whole bunch of links here: commercial services, financial services, and remember, this is not all sunshine and rainbows. You're gonna find a lot of stuff that you probably don't want to get involved in, but to each his own. Like I said, this is for informational purposes only. I don't care what you do with it. The whole purpose of this is to provide people with the information that they need in order to browse the dark web securely and safely. That is my goal here. I don't care what you do with it. I don't condone any unlawful or illegal activity. But we got information on hacking, more whistleblowing stuff. Black Host, focus on technology and security, offering open source programs and free anonymous services. Okay, we got books, it looks like, erotic, adult comics, couple forums, the Stock Insider, Darknet Live, blogs here, Go Beyond. I think that's I've been there before. I've also been to Dig Deeper. And as you can see, some of these are respectable places because they're listed in multiple places and they're trusted. A lot of people use them, a lot of people trust them. So where was it? I was sure I just saw one of those on this page. Wasn't it under blogs? Yeah, the Yash, Dig Deeper, Go Beyond. So these are popular links, the ones I just clicked on. And this is a perfect example. Sometimes the links are bad or old, so those seem to be outdated. Maybe these links are better. Yeah, it looks like these are up-to-date links. Maybe. Nope. Okay, so I'm thinking that we're just not able to reach these sites at the moment because I was on a couple of these just yesterday. So that's another thing. You might run into some sites that are up 1 minute and then the next minute they're not, or the owner of the sites put them up and down from time to time in order to prevent being tracked. So they move them around the dark web to different locations. Now, that was your basic tutorial on how to access the dark web. Is not very hard. All you got to do is download Tor, make sure your security on, click connect, and use my, where is it? And you're gonna want to use my repository list so that you have somewhere to start. And you can start your own list and build it up. There's a lot of different stuff online like Gift Hub. You can go there and read all about how that works. There's just all kind of stuff. It's all kind of different stuff you can get into. Let's look at Tasty Onions is also a good it's a good one there. Let's see. So we'll do Tasty Onions and we'll do another one. Let's do Haystack. This is a search here. That one's going to be a search engine called Haystack. There we go. And as you can see, it does take some time when you're loading into a new page. So just be patient, because you want to be secure. You want for your anonymity to maintain itself so that you're not being tracked and your information is not being stolen. There's Haystack. See, darknet search engine. So let's search I don't know, alien info. Let's see what that brings back. Probably nothing, because one thing that I noticed about the dark web, which is strangely odd to me, but there doesn't seem to be any like records of anything involving aliens. When you search aliens on most of these search engines, you get nothing back, which is very strange to me. Very strange. I don't know, cookies. I'm trying not to search for anything illegal or unlawful. Again, I don't condone the use of unlawful or illegal activity using the dark web. Oh yeah, we're not getting much back with Haystack. You kind of got to know what you're searching for, and it has to be something that these search engines can find easily. And because the dark web is so widespread, you know, you got a good chance of not finding anything. So here's another. This website's offline, but they give a bunch of links. Let's go. What's hidden answer? Let's check that out. There's those links there. So we're gonna go hidden answer. Let it load. You can always look here if you're not sure whether it's done loading. Once that X goes away and it turns to the circle, the arrow, that's kind of, we're gonna go ahead and get away from that page. And I mean, for the most part, that's how you access the dark web. So be sure to check out my second video where I will explain how I access the dark web in a little bit more of a secure fashion, and how I enable myself to be able to download files without risking the safety of my information or my computer. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video if it was helpful to you. Subscribe if you like to be tapped in so you can get access to more information as I make new videos in the future, and hit the bell for notifications so that you get notified on all of my videos if you are trying to get down with the tribe. And to all my Niji brothers and sisters, thanks for watching. I will get with y'all in the next video. Be safe. Wado.